Okay guys, David here. So I'm just going to do a quick review of my Daiwa GS4000 LTD. I've had this now for 2 months. I've caught about a dozen carp on it, up to 10 pounds. I spooled it with 12-pound monofilament. It's been a pretty sturdy reel. It's pretty solid. Don't really have any major gripes about it. I'm just going to go through things that make it stand out, I guess, and things that I like about it. So I'm going to start at the bottom of the reel. So this might be a weird thing to like on a reel, but there's this guard here. I know it sounds cheesy. So this guard wraps around the bottom of the body of the reel. Has a screw right here, and then it actually, this is what I like about it, has a rail that this will slide up on to secure it in place. So the reason why I like this is because I clean my own reels and I take care of my own stuff. Some of my other reels, like some of my flugers and some of my other reels, they have just that single bolt or single screw in there. This piece would be really flimsy. They do have that guard, but much more flimsy than this, and this is very sturdy. I'm working my way up. Got the handle here. So this Daiwa GS4000 has this one-touch folding handle. Folds nice and compact like that. So that's good if like you're traveling a lot or you're bundling a bunch of rods together to go, say, carp fishing. When I go, I bring like 4 or 5 rods with me. So closer you can get the rods together, the better. And this handle is not flimsy either at all. It's well machined, and even from this angle there's barely any movement. Flip it out, barely any movement, if any at all. It's all aluminum. Then you have the little knob down here. Pretty nice looking, just wood I guess, finished. Looks pretty weather resistant, water resistant. So you can switch the handles if you really need to, like any other reel. So I just have it set up for my left hand right now. Air rotor on there. So the rotor is this piece. So this is Daiwa's design. So it's really well balanced. It doesn't want to walk all over the place when you're spinning it. And the bail itself, really positive feeling, like it feels like it knows where it wants to go and wants to stay there. Some other reels, if you say go to cast, you feel like the bail is going to slam shut, and this doesn't. This wants to stay there, which is good. Some of my Shimano's, and I have a Tsunami that if I were to do that, I think I'm pretty confident it would shut if I cast it at just the right angle. Nice bail. Trying to think what else on here. No issues with the roller. I keep my reels nice and clean for the most part, so I don't really have any issues with that. Line clip. Some reels I've noticed don't come with a line clip anymore. I don't know why. I think that's sort of silly. So the line clip helps you manage distance. Like if you're carp fishing in an area, you want to get at a specific spot consistently, you'd clip it off at the distance, so it helps you hit your mark every time. Also keeps your line nice and tidy and put it away. Let's see, that's really it. Weight wise, it is the same weight as my Saltist that I have right here. It is the same exact weight, and the frame is the same. Maybe the Saltist is a little bit heavier, but it has more going on inside than this thing. But with the carp reel weight, I don't really care too much about how much it weighs because it's going to be on the ground or on a stand or a rod holder for the most part. So don't really care about it. My only big complaint with this thing was the drag system on here. So I feel like, like I said, I've caught about 12 fish on it. Reel's broken in at this point, but even at this point I've had fish, this drag has gotten a workout. That's what I'm trying to get at. But even so, I feel like there's this, the drag is tight. I don't know another way to say it for now, but sorry for saying the drag wants to be very tight for the most part. Then say a fish picks up your bait and it does want to run. I feel like there's this point at the very beginning of the rotation where it's very sticky and then it wants to go, which is a bad thing because, for an example, one of the last fish I caught is probably like an 8-pound mirror carp. I saw the rod start to go and then the drag didn't go. This thing was loosened up pretty well. Carp picked up the bait, took off. The drag didn't start moving until the rod was almost already going in the water, and luckily the handle caught it, and then the drag started spinning nice. And I think part of that was the drag had that sticky point in the beginning and it didn't let it do its job. So this has felt drag washers in there, which are junk, I think, for the most part. I usually switch them out on all my other reels, even my pens and that type of thing. The felt washers, they get thinner over time, they dry out, and they end up losing their drag resistance. Even no matter how much you tighten them down, they'll never be what they were when they were brand new, obviously. They wear it a lot quicker than, say, carbon drag discs, carbon washers, which I have a reason for why these are out. I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, the reel's broken in and it still does it. It sort of makes me angry just because I know it's there and I'm a stickler for that type of thing. But I have a bunch of Daiwas laying around. I have Saltus, I have some MQs sitting around. So what I found out is the Saltus 4000 spool with all its guts is the same dimension-wise, I might say, dimension-wise as the GS 4000. These are the same. Same height, same line capacity, same width, same everything. I'll even show you. I'll put the Saltus spool on here. Actually, it doesn't have its guts. Hold on a second. I should put the guts back in first before I do that. Hold on. Let me do this quick. I had this apart because I thought it was going to be quicker, but it's not. All right. So this is the GS 4000 body, Saltus spool. So the Saltus come with the carbon drag washers in them, and it's so much smoother, way better. Obviously for saltwater fishing, bigger fish, you need a better, stronger drag system, and the Saltus has it.
Yeah, poor little reel.
And it's way more, I feel like there's more fine tuning in it when you adjust it. And I don't feel that initial need, like there's not that stiction I was talking about in the beginning of the drag starting to rotate. This is nice and smooth all the way through. So what I'm going to show you is, I'm going to put it on, make a video showing proof that the parts between the Saltus 4000 and the GS 4000 are interchangeable. So we're going to do that right now. So there's the guts from the GS spool, and here are the guts from the Saltus. All right, so the Saltus has carbon drag washers, way more resistant to wear. They don't flatten and turn into dry potato chips over time. This is the felt ones from the GS. These are the economy ones that I don't like. These are very inconsistent. Carbon is consistent. So this will fit right inside of the GS spool. It's like it jumped in there. I liked it. There you go. Let's see, make sure I got everything in there. It looks good. All right. Just like the Saltist. Really nice, nice and smooth. So I almost guarantee you could go online and just find the drag washers. So you don't have to buy this whole setup right here. You just need the washers itself for a Saltist 4000, and that will make a huge upgrade for your GS 4000. It'll make a huge difference, so I guarantee it. Having used both reels and both types of drag washers on a similar platform. So these, like I said, the same body, same brand, just the guts up here for the guts here, the guts here for the Saltist are different. This is more basic economy version of the Saltist. That is exactly what this GS 4000 is. It's an economy Saltist. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, giving you a little breakdown and maybe some upgrades you can do to your GS 4000, make it a little bit better. I guarantee you this bail arm right here will fit on this. So you can do your homework and see where to buy those parts, but they're online, just look them up. So in summary, guys, this is an excellent reel if you're looking to buy a carp reel for around $100. It's well balanced, looks beautiful. 4000 fits perfectly on a 10-foot rod. This would be good rod for small rivers, small ponds, and that type of thing. It's perfect. So I wouldn't hesitate on buying another one. I would just upgrade the friction discs in there, the little carbon discs, drag disc, whatever you might call them, and call it a day. You don't need to do too much for it. It's a really good reel. So, all right guys, I hope you liked this video. Please give a like and subscribe.